That sounds bad.
That sounds bad.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Yeah.
Is that me? No. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you a little bit, but I got you on this. This is your boy Craig Smith from the 358, speaking in for Jimmy J Smooth from 832. Right now he's having some we're gonna be live in a few minutes. In fact, we're on live. But he's trying to fix this little annoying mic issue that he has now. It went from sounding like he didn't dropped out of connection to now it sound like he's gargling. So give us a minute on it. Hopefully he can have this clear. But what's in tap for today's live show, our live stream, we're gonna be talking about the Cheryl Wright be it bullshit that's been going on as of late. And then also I'm gonna have to admit on here that LeVar Ball was right on some things. It has something to do with UCLA. We're gonna talk in depth about that. And also we're gonna talk about bowl games, what I've seen. These Houston Rockets. And of course, my usual my Facebook fuckery that I incurred this past Thursday. And I am going to talk about that, even though I did say I would leave it on. I figure I shared with some of the people shared to some of our listeners, but what I go through on social media when people want to take shit out of context. So hopefully it's really got his mic issues handled.
Okay.
That's better.
Okay, all right. But yeah, man. So what's the first topic we're gonna discuss on this thing, man?
Okay. Man,
can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So I wanted to have the first what's the first topic we're gonna discuss now?
LeVar Ball was right.
I'm in agreement with that, man. He was totally right.
He was right.
Totally right. Yeah, absolutely 100% right, man. I mean, because the way UCLA did those boys, those other 2 or 3 guys, that is an atrocity right there. That is fucking ridiculous on their end. And there's no way in hell those kids should have been. I mean, if you were gonna suspend them.
No, I mean they should have.
But don't drag it out with it like, okay, if you be good, we gonna let you play this year. And then you waited to the last minute to tell those boys they were out for the state, wasn't gonna play for the season. Y'all full of shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all full of shit. UCLA, Steve Alford, y'all need to go somewhere and suck an entire dick, man. Real talk, man. I mean that makes no goddamn sense right there, man. It makes absolutely no goddamn sense, man.
No, it really didn't, man. And you can tell by Steve, you know, I give props to Steve Alford. I mean, because, you know, he's a good coach. But my advice to him is this. You need to really thoroughly practice the art of bullshit. Because you bullshit the media. You bullshit the media, but you forgot you couldn't fool regular people. So that was all they had to say. I mean, because, and like I said, even though I don't like the way how Ball do shit, I mean, he had every right to take it. You know, yeah, I agree with the fact he had every right to take LeAngelo out of school, but he could have had that man go, but he didn't want that man to transfer. You know, I was more angry with him when he took the youngest boy out of what is he in high school and got this man playing pro. So, you know, and it's like, is he gonna go back and get his GED, or is he gonna go back and get his education, or what? Because, you know, if you make it in the world, man, you gotta have your education. No matter what it is, you gotta be well versed in something.
Yeah, but education is subjective as well. You know what I'm saying? Because some people, their bread and butter is sports, and there's different ways to survive in sports. You can become a head coach. Let's say you was a balling ass kid in high school. You could do coaching clinics around the world and show kids fundamentals in basketball. So if you have a skill, especially guys that are sports people, you could show that skill or teach them certain techniques across the world, man, so they could get better, man. Because people pay top dollar to learn from the best. You got these white coaches. You know, shout out to David Blatt that makes a killing coaching. You know what I'm saying? Not only he coaches in EuroLeague, he does coaching clinics around the world and stuff like that. And somebody who's I ain't gonna say taught LeBron, but he coached LeBron. He coached NBA All Stars and stuff like that. So people are gonna pay to listen to him. You know what I'm saying? So there's ways about it. You know what I'm saying? That's if his kids go that route and stuff like that. But as for his son, I mean, I think if the big baller brand makes it, he's not gonna worry about that at that point, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I think LeVar Ball at this point is taking control of the situation, and you know what I'm saying. He got the bull by the horn. You know what I'm saying. His son Lonzo is playing a lot better for the Lakers. He scored 24 points last night. You know what I'm saying. So I think whatever.
Free throw shoot, what, 43%? Come on. Ugh.
Yeah, that sucks buttocks. But I think for I think Lonzo is slowly getting better. He's getting better. And I think whatever LeBron told this guy, he's playing his ass off for the Lakers. Real talk, man. So
yeah, and then
Lonzo,
I agree. But hold on. And for the record, I agree. I guess LeBron had watched Casino, because you know that shit he did. He pulled his jersey over his mouth, and Lonzo's doing the same thing. You remember that,
right.
That scene in Casino, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, you remember that scene in Casino when Joe Pesci and his boy Frank was acting like they were smoking a cigarette, and they were talking. They put
right.
their hand over their mouth. I mean, I think he, you know, and you know how I told you about how I felt about LeBron. I don't want to get into that, you know, but I felt that was some hot dogging on his point. You know, he be, you know, grandstanding some hot dogs on his part on that. But like you said, whatever he told him, man. Man, I mean, yeah, he great play. Yeah, I have been paying attention a little bit to Lonzo. He's been playing his ass off, so I give it to him on that.
Yeah, because he was a key guy in the Rockets win, and he was a key guy in last night's game. So I think LeBron had motivated that kid, man. I think he said something to him, be like, "Hey, man, you know," because reports said that, you know what I'm saying. He was like, "Man, keep your head down and focus," something to that effect. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what the reports out was saying, that, you know, he told him to keep his head down, you know, focus, man. You know what I'm saying? He's been doing the damn things. He's not scoring 2 points, 6 points, 7 points. He's staying in double figures the last 5 games. So, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, even though they lost to the Lakers last night, you know what I'm saying? Which Golden State the Lakers gonna come to play against Golden State. That's a in-state rivalry, kind of like the San Antonio versus Houston. Yeah, it's kind of like San Antonio versus Houston. So, yeah, I mean, but LeVar is winning. I'll say that. LeVar is turning out to be an intelligent guy at this point. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah, I mean, I give it to him.
Oh yeah, you know. Now, I'm not a fan of his asshole shenanigans. Let's be clear on that. I am not a fan of that, but I will respect the man. Go ahead.
You know, I'm not a fan of it either, but I mean, at least he did admit he don't give. You know, at least he did admit he's still gonna do what he want to do. You know, the more people don't like, the more he gonna continue to be one. But
exactly.
You know, when you told calm the fuck down and you still clowning, dog, you know, like damn. You know,
and that was the thing. And I think but I think him starting the JBA was a shot not only at the NBA, but a shot at college basketball, man, because we do need something to where kids are not getting exploited. Kids do. I mean, I'm all for getting an education. Let's not get it twisted. But there's ways, if you got skills, or if you had skills, there's ways of making money in basketball. Let's not get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? There's ways of creating that. But you know what I'm saying? The thing is, I think JBA is a good thing. You know what I'm saying? And the kid can always go back and get their and the kid can always go back and go ahead.
Hold it thought. And speaking of college, let me give a big FU to my North Carolina Tar Heels for letting Warford come to the Smith Center and beat them. What the fuck? Warford? You heard about that?
Man, yeah, I heard about that, man. Yeah, I heard about that. That's crazy, man.
I don't know what's worse. Appalachian State pulling off the upset in the big house of that.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is,
they the champs. Come on.
Yeah, but that's sometimes when you become the champion, you gotta stay on top of that shit, man. You gotta stay on. You know what I'm saying?
Because they almost lost to Tennessee, man, and everybody's saying Tennessee is a team not to sleep on. It ain't because of that one game. I mean, because they said they got all around talent. Nick Barnes got it, but they said the reason why they don't want to excel is because of them, the talent. And like I was telling you about with Arizona State, I found out why they're number 3. I didn't know Bobby Hurley was the coach. And you could tell he's still kind of smart from that motorcycle. I think what was he in a car accident or a motorcycle accident or something?
Yeah.
He even had a chance to play for Sacramento. You can tell he kind of smart from that. But but like I said about Arizona State, they strength is their weakness. And like I said, people that utilize that Henry motion offense and dribble drive hybrid well, gotta get, like we said, once again, I don't like Duke, but I like Coach K and his coaching tree, Mike Bray, they use it. Bobby Hurley, they use it.
Yeah.
But I hate to say this, Jimmy. Don't put Cal Crook in the same sentence with 3. Because Cal, after watching it 30 for 30 for him, I got a lot of respect for him in some ways as Cal the man, okay? But sometimes at Cal the coach, your opinion, my opinion about him, it's jaded at times. Cal utilized the dribble drive, but he'll get mad as a motherfucker if his big men that know how to shoot a 3-point like DeMarcus Cousins and Anthony Davis will step up and pop a 3 and pop 2 threes and nail it. I actually watched one game where Anthony Davis pulled up for 2 threes and he hit him. Cal caught a timeout and chewed the man out about shit. I'm like, bro, let the man be himself. And that's the one thing I don't like. That's what I say about when I say about them 3 coaches over Cal. Them 3 that I said from Coach K, Mike Bray, now Bobby Hurley. They let them players be themselves, man. They don't believe in handicapped players. And that's the one knock that I got against with Coach Cal, man. He handicapped the shit out of his recruits. So if I had a child in football or basketball, I will tell their coach, don't handicap my child's ability. You ain't gonna handicap him. Let him play how he play. If you can't let him play how he play, hey, we can go to another school.
And you know what? And to some degree, even though LeVar Ball was being an asshole about it, to some degree, he might have been right when he said he need to get on his son's ass, Luke Walton. But he shouldn't have came out to the media the way he did against Walton. You know what I'm saying? He should have told that man. He should have pulled him to the side. Right. That's something you tell a coach to the side. You'd be like, hey, you need to get on my son's ass, man. You need to stay on his neck. You tell him that on the side, dude. You don't sit up there and tell him in public, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing. That's my only knock on LeVar in terms of that. But other than that, his decision making has been good. But speaking of Coach Cal is a systematic basketball coach. He's too fucking systematic. He's too fucking robotic in terms of that dribble drive system. And he has the best offensive system in basketball. if you put this dude gets the #1 recruiting classes every year at Kentucky. Let me tell y'all something about this dribble drive. If you have all, and this dude has had Fab Fives every other year, but the problem is this motherfucker can't get past the Elite Eight or the Final Four, or he loses a championship game. It's either one of those two things, or he gets knocked out in the Sweet 16, or he gets or he has an early loss, like in the like year before last with what's that boy LaBCA Scout LaBCA. You know what I'm saying? He got knocked out in the round of 32. But the thing with the dribble drive is the dribble drive. He create the dribble drive. If everybody does what they need to do on that dribble drive, that shit is fucking unstoppable. You can't fuck with it. The problem is it becomes too robotic. And then what ends up happening is those guys start selling for jumpers. When you shut down the driving lanes or the motion lanes, they become shooters, man. You put them in a position where they become shooters, just like motion cuts. When you stop the motion cuts, it becomes more of a.
That's the same thing I just said.
They become a shooter.
You know, you quoted what I said last night.
Yeah,
but see, but when you, okay, like you said with Cal. Okay, but like I said, with the three from the Duke tree, you know, you shut off their motion lanes and they resort to popping threes. 9 times out of 10, they're gonna hit it. But when I watched Boston College upset Duke, Boston College had a good game plan. They shut all of it down.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I agree.
You know what I mean? Boston College really had a set game. Boston College really had a good game plan for for shutting Duke's motion offense down because Grayson Allen could hit no three. They didn't let Grayson Allen even get a jump shot off of nothing. Yeah, you shut off those motion lanes. You shut off the motion lanes. Like I said yesterday, if you shut off the motion lanes and then turn around, you shut the 3-point game down to Duke or Notre Dame or Arizona State, you got them beat. So, yeah. And by the way, and I don't hear no Final Four talk about Arizona State right now, okay? Because they play Arizona, I think, next Saturday. All right, and Bobby Hurley, you said don't get in the kid's head. I don't want to hear nothing about the Final Four. We're just gonna see how the season go. Yeah, they undefeated right now. They play good nucleus. They run a 3x2 lineup, 3x2 system, and like I said, they mix it up. But their weakness is they don't have no good inside game. Their power forward had accounted for 7 of the team's 10 blocks in the win the previous night. And they already, as of right now, they lead the Pac-12 in blocks. I mean, they doing something good, but I still think Arizona State need a solid center, man. You know, they need that good, clean, solid center. So, but like you said about with LeVar Ball and Luke Walton, yeah, LeVar did the asshole win. Like I said, LeVar one of the niggas like, you know, you can't tell me shit. Like, look, you need to go about this way and that way. Hey, don't be coming up here calling our coaches and stuff out like that. You know, he don't care. All LeVar care about is LeVar and his boys. You know, I give it to him on that. And like I said, LeVar Ball was right. He, you know, because he already knew Steve Alford was a bunch of BS. And then from what I was reading, you know, I guess Barkley's not the only one that doesn't like LeVar Ball. I mean, Steve Alford went on record by saying he never had any trouble out of Lonzo because if Lonzo had a problem about something, Lonzo came to him and talked to him. Hey, I think we need to do this and do that. He said, that's odd. He said he normally doesn't let a freshman suggest things to him about how they need to stick this and stick that with the offense and kind of change the game up. But he said, you know, Lonzo was just a good outright kid, but you can tell Alford don't like his dad, man. I mean, so.
Yeah, it is what it is on that one, dog. But congratulations to Arizona State. Bobby Hurley is doing the damn thing at Arizona State, man. And he's not just limiting himself to California. He's recruiting all over the place. He's recruiting nationwide over there in Arizona.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
He's
recruiting.
he said the key to that is you got to bring the player. He said it's all about selling. It's all about selling.
Yeah.
You have to sell yourself. What the program will bring.
Yeah.
He said, like the team he has right now, he said a couple of players came from schools like Kentucky and stuff. Players that they didn't get a chance to get started and everything. He said, now look at them. He said they just need the right coach. Oh, he stay on their behind now. But like I said, he don't be on the sideline much because I know he be holding his back a little bit. But, you know, and I give it to him. Bobby Hurley was one hell of a point guard at Duke. You know, I couldn't stand his ass. He beat when he helped put UNLV out, son of a bitch. But my bad, Bobby, if you listening. I ain't mean to call you that. but hey, he stay on them players' ass though. I give him that. And he one hell of a point guard. That man pass the ball so doggone quick when he funny.
Yeah. So
you know, and like my partner Trey Murphy. And by the way, man, prayers and condolences go out to Trey Murphy, man. He found he lost his godfather this past week. Then turned around, he lost his grandfather.
Yeah, sorry to hear that, by the way, man. Sorry to hear that, Troy, man.
I don't know if he found out about his granddad. I think he found out about his granddad last night or this morning one. But thoughts and prayers go out to him, to him and his family, man, on that loss, man, because that's back, losses back to back like that, man, that can kind of have your mind off balance. But like I said, prayers go out to him.
Another rest in peace too is the legendary Dick Enberg. We have to definitely send our condolences to that brother. Anybody who was born in the 90s or grew up in the 90s, the 2000s to about 2010-ish, heard the voice of Dick Enberg. And Dick Enberg's "Oh my" catchphrase was one of the most recognizable catchphrases in sports, man. And he basically made college basketball famous, especially on NBC, because NBC had carried the NCAA championship from the 1960 on down to 1981 when Indiana won the national championship, and then CBS ended up taking the national championship at that time, and then NBC still covered college basketball until 1990. But with Dick Enberg,
I remember he said.
Go ahead.
I remember he said in the interview, he said that the best game he covered was Notre Dame against UCLA, because UCLA had the longest win streak at the time. Now that long win streak belonged to UConn women. He said the best game he called, because somebody asked him and said, which between Houston and UCLA and Notre Dame UCLA, which was one of your best college games to call? He's like, ooh. He said he put that Notre Dame game above that Houston and UCLA game. Even though he said Houston and UCLA, it was good. He said, but none was as good as when Notre Dame did the unthinkable by ending the longest win streak at 88 games.
Yeah, Dick, that was a Digger.
And that was a Digger Phelps coach team.
Yeah, Digger Phelps. Yep. So, with that being said, man, yeah, man, he's gonna be surely missed, man, because he definitely was the key member, key announcer that made. He basically created the Magic versus Larry Bird rivalry, man. Because think about it, nobody wasn't really paying attention to college basketball because, first of all, UCLA was dominating college basketball up to that point. Had Kentucky, they won their national championships and stuff like that, but nobody was fucking with Kentucky like that. You know what I'm saying? So those were the key. That 1979 championship versus Indiana State, who was undefeated, and Michigan State, who had Magic Johnson, who was led by Magic Johnson, a 6'9" point guard, which is still unheard of, even in today's NBA. You know, if you're 6'6", like Lonzo Ball, you're still considered a tall point guard. You know what I'm saying? If you're 6'4", you're considered a
He
tall.
don't even look like he's 6'6". I thought that man was like 6'4" or something.
Yeah, but nevertheless, you know what I'm saying? Dick Enberg, you know, made college basketball relevant, man. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody wasn't really
Yeah.
fucking with college basketball until Dick Enberg started announcing the game, that Indiana State Michigan State game. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
he was a very key member in NBC football. He was a very big guy in that. You know, Wimbledon
Oh hell
to
yeah, he
to
called some
in
damn
the,
games too.
oh yeah. So Dick Enberg is gonna be truly missed, man. And my condolences go out to the Dick Enberg family and stuff like that. So, and I put on a YouTube tribute to Dick Enberg, by the way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man, because like I said, man, and people, like I said, I grew up in the 90s, man, because I remember. I'm gonna tell you how a good pastime was when I grew up. Anytime you go on the port on your under your carpool, whatever, had a TV plugged up, sitting on the outside, and that game playing, and you hear him and I forgot who was with him also. Well, you didn't
I think
hear
it
his
was Kurt
voice,
Gowdy. Kurt Gowdy. I think it was.
yeah, because they with them doing the NBA, and I think he called the last finals too, with Jordan in it. So I think he
Uh,
did. I'm not know.
I want to say John Costas did that, but you know,
Yeah,
nevertheless,
John Custis.
he's definitely a guy that's definitely going to be missed, man. I'll tell you that now, man. I'm gonna miss him. I'm gonna miss that voice. He just had that announcer's voice. Some
Yep.
people had that announcer's voice. You
Yeah.
know,
They said he passed away from him.
it's a suspected heart attack, but we won't know until the coming weeks and stuff like that. You know, because they're gonna do uh, analysis. You know, when people die, they're gonna do their medical analysis and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
from what we was told, from what I heard, it was a apparent heart attack. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
But the
Yeah,
guy's
cause
82
man,
years old, so that's expected. At some point, he's gonna drop dead anyway. You know, but definitely gonna be a missed individual.
yeah. Oh yeah, man. Yeah, cause Dick, man, I'm gonna put it like this. I think he's better than Marv Albert.
Uh, Marv Albert was just more jovial. Dick Enberg had a little bit more knowledge.
Yeah. And then I remember what was that? Seattle lost a playoff game or something. This man, I think he went to work for TNT. This man had got on the air and uh, said, well, the Seattle Supersonics has lost the series. And he said, this maybe and this is going to appear to be the nail in the coffin for George Karl's coach career here in Seattle as he would be fired. I'm like, bro, you don't really? He put it out there. I'm like, damn, Marv. I said, that was tactless. That man that put it
Yeah.
out there live on the air on TNT that George Karl was getting fired. I'm like, okay. I said, I don't think that man wanted everybody to know that, but damn, I said, I was bold. But man, it's just like I said, it's just so crazy with the sports and stuff and death and everything. And man, I got a confession to make, dude. I was watching the Tampa Bay Buccaneers ring honor ceremony this past Monday because they inducted John Gruden in, which I think is a sign. Which I think is a sign of things to come because I believe this man getting ready to come back on the course, going ahead coming back to Tampa now. Because it's been word around the circles that Tampa Bay Buccaneers want their man back to coaching. So, but I don't think he want that job. He loving what he do. Man, Brad Johnson, man,
Uh huh.
that man looked like bro. They showed him because even though I ain't like his ass, man. He stayed opinionated about some shit. He couldn't keep his mouth shut about stuff.
Uh huh.
They showed him throwing the touchdown. Man, that man looked like something over his spine or something, though, bro. Or something. Looked like, you know, how you recover from a spine accident. Because he don't look, Brad Johnson don't look well, man. Look like,
yeah.
Something. You know, I don't know if you've seen the pics of him recently, but he was on the sideline because he was getting inducted into the Ring Honor thing too, and they said he didn't say much, but but Brad, man, Brad looked like, I'm put it like this. Here John Gruden is. John Gruden gonna be 50, damn near pushing 60. He's gonna be 56 years old. He doesn't even look a lick like he in his late 50s or something. He don't even look like he got grown sons, man. You couldn't believe it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, but Brad Johnson, man, wow. Oh.
Yeah. Man, that's amazing, man. That's amazing.
Yeah, Simeon, I'm gonna put it like this. The only play I did like on Tampa Bay was Derrick Brooks. I mean,
I like Warren Sapp. I like Warren Sapp.
I'm opinionated about him, man. I mean, come on. In that 97 season, he took out 2 Hall of Famers. Because he injured Jerry Rice. When Jerry Rice told him, man, let me go. He said, I sprained my knee. And when Warren snatched him down, that's when Jerry Rice tore his ACL. Remember that?
I'm not sure about that, but nevertheless, I'm still a Warren Sapp fan. I'm not going.
Then he hurt Terrell Davis, clipped that man's knee.
Yeah. So, yeah. But I mean, people gonna be dirty in football, man. Come on now, that's expected.
Yeah. 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 Nah. This Cheryl Wright bullshit.
Man,
short and sweet. What the hell going on with that?
Man, that bitch need to go on and plead guilty. Let's just keep it 1,010. The bitch did it, man. The bitch did it, man. We need to go.
That prosecutor talking about they going to prove. What was that picture you sent me? They wanted to what? Prove to make sure she. No,
bitch, it's you. It's you. You living in Riverside, California / LA area. Bitch, that's you. Let's stop playing these little mind games. Bitch, you know you a murderer. You went to Riverside, California because you know that once they caught that dude, that motherfucker was gonna snitch on your ass. You knew you was gonna get snitched on. There was many evidence against you. And then the general public didn't know you tried to kill him twice. We didn't know that. So now, bitch, just take your chill. Let's take your L, bitch. You know, I hope they get that whole death penalty or fuck. She needs a minimum of life in prison. You know, but they didn't try to go for the death penalty.
She trying to come back to Memphis because she knows she's gonna get her ass knocked off.
Yeah.
You already know she's gonna get her ass knocked off before she can get in the courtroom or wherever jail they put in, they're gonna knock her ass off. Just what?
They need to put her in protective custody. You know what? They need to put her in protective custody. That's what I would do.
Huh?
I'm saying they need to put her in protective custody because if she goes down to Memphis, somebody gonna try to knock her off. Somebody gonna try to shoot her. I mean, they need to put her in protective custody. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, I have no sympathy for her, but she does need to stand trial. She needs to go on and plead guilty so they can just go on and send her to the penal farm or whatever she got to serve for the rest of her life, man. Because the bitch ain't shit, man. The bitch ain't shit, man. And I mean, she's an embarrassment to black women, man. She's an embarrassment to women all over the world, man. Because she shouldn't have killed that dude, man. I know Lorenzo Wright was gang goofy. You know what I'm saying? It's called that so-called puppy love and high school love. But the truth of the matter is, the bitch ain't shit, man. And then from what I understand, this is from what I understand. I'm saying from what I understand for legal purposes, so nobody won't come over here and try to.
Hold on, let me stop you there.
Go ahead.
Let me stop you there right quick.
Go ahead.
He said, y'all, for listening. This is what Jimmy said. His understanding. I want the listeners to know what Jimmy just told you all. From his understanding, and the other two key words there is legal purposes. So do not take nothing out of context. Go ahead.
Yeah, from what I understand, and I'm glad you reiterated that. From what I understand, when she first met Lorenzen Wright, he was underage. He was underage at the time that they met. This is from what I understand. I'm not saying this happened or anything, but from what I understand, she's 5 years older than this guy. 15 years old, when he was 15, 16 years old, which in the state of Tennessee, you have to be 3 years, 3 years if you're dating someone who was quote unquote classified as underage at that particular time. I don't know how the legalities work now, but I know at the time it was a 3-year age difference in the state of Tennessee. Right. You know what I'm saying? So this is what I understand. I'm not saying this is true or not. If anybody have a different, if anybody no different, you know, you're welcome to come on this on the comment section and say, hey, this is not true. You know what I'm saying? From what I understand, this is what I understand. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying this is true. You know, but the thing is, the motherfucking chick need to be either up under the jail or up under the electric chair for the shit she did to this guy, for the shit she did to this people's family. You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker need her ass whooped for this bullshit, man. It is absolutely crazy, man. And you know, I hope they get everybody who's involved in this case, including Billy Turner. Billy Turner need to go and plead guilty. Billy Turner, you need to get a plea deal right now. You need to go and plead guilty. Do your 25 or 50 years. If not, go to jail for the rest of your life too, nigga. Because as far as I'm concerned, nigga, go to jail for the rest of your life. But if you got to make a plea deal, nigga, you need to do a minimum of 25 years in prison for the bullshit you did.
Yeah, and that's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And Thaddeus Matthews even said in his show, he said the nigga need to just go ahead and stop bullshitting. You plead not guilty so you can get a deal struck. And like he said, either way, you still going to jail.
Yeah. Don't take your L.
Going to jail. You ain't going to stop free.
Yeah, sometimes you just need to go to fucking jail, though. I mean, you know you did it. They came and got you. There's enough. They found the murder weapon. How the fuck you find a murder weapon from damn near 10 years back? It's in the same fucking lake. This motherfucker didn't get washed ashore. This motherfucker didn't go to the Mississippi River or the Gulf Coast. They found it in the same goddamn country-ass, backwoods-ass lake. They found your fucking murder weapon. How are you going, in the words of my brother, Coach Sheldon Harrison, no comparison. Shout out to that brother. How you going to explain that? How the hell you going to explain that? So it's just time to go on and take the plea deal. And I'm telling Cheryl Wright, take a plea bargain. I'm telling Billy Turner, take a plea bargain. The third party, nigga, just go on and take your L. Fuck that. If it's a third nigga involved, nigga, just take your L. But you two niggas, take a motherfucking, I mean, just go and take your plea deal. Just take your plea deal.
All of me take the L's, man.
Man, the way I feel, you know what I'm saying? You know, because like I said on the last show, my mother knows her personally. You know what I'm saying? And every time she goes see him, and this is funny as hell, every time she see Herb, she be like, man, who shot you? Kind of like how Biggie told Tupac, who shot you? I'm like, it's not funny because the guy's in a wheelchair, unfortunately. But I'm like, damn, mom, you straight wrong for this. You talking to this nigga like Biggie told Tupac when he got shot up in New York, man. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man. But I hope Herb and Miss Marion Wright, I hope everybody, you know what I'm saying, gets some closure, man. And my condolences again, because I can imagine.
Yeah, I mean, they deserve closure, man. And Cheryl Wright, if you listen, you going to hell with kerosene draws on.
Man, what you said with gasoline draws, you finna burn. You finna perpetually burn.
She need to have kerosene. Now she need to have her drawers dipped in kerosene. In return, she need her body dipped in gasoline. Make sure she burns. Lord forgive me for saying like that, but she gonna burn what she did, though.
Oh yeah, and the funny thing,
closure, man.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, none of Lorenzen's family did not like her. family did not like her, and that's from what I understand. None of his family liked her. You know what I'm saying? I mean, not even the mama and dad did not like her. That's fucked up when neither one of the parents like you. Usually it's one of the parents dislike you, one of the parents like you, or one of the parents act like they don't like you, and one of the parents show that they like you. But none of those motherfuckers liked her. I know for a fact Herb did not like her. I know this as a fact. Herb didn't like her. And mama didn't like her. You know what I'm saying? But when nobody likes you from the other family, you're supposed to be somebody's in-law. Nobody likes you. Something ain't right with that.
Yeah,
that ain't right. Something ain't right. Not even the younger brothers and sisters like this motherfucker. I'm like, something ain't right there. Something ain't right.
Yeah.
Something is not right there.
So she like I said, she need to stop playing. She need to just come on. Hey, look, take that L. That's all she need to do. That's all she need to do.
And I'm not
and then I'm gonna tell you this here, because here's another backstory.
Go ahead.
You know, Memphis didn't want this. You know, really, when Lorenzen got killed, you know, Memphis really didn't want this story to make national news. You can kind of tell, but
yeah,
it has been, and I like somebody made a little smart ass comment to me one time. Why is you worrying about what's going on in Memphis when you living in Huntsville? Okay, the Lorenzen Wright case made Huntsville too. It's everywhere.
It's everywhere. Ticket TV is talking.
You know, Good Morning
Ticket
America
TV is talking about it.
Yeah. Good Morning America.
Everybody.
Outside the lines. You know, hold on. Outside the lines. Fox Sports. They ain't even talking about the shit. Don't be surprised, man. TV One get a hold of this shit and do the.
They have.
You know,
TV One has gotten hold of it. They have. That's confirmed. Go on Roland Martin's YouTube page. He has gotten to it.
Yep. I mean, but I'm talking about
that's confirmed.
Fatal Attraction. They gonna get a hold of it. You watch. Just watch. But let me tell you something. And y'all live in Memphis. Everything what go on in Memphis. I'm telling you, Memphians this. You just gonna have to roll with it when it make national news. Because like what Matthew said about the cussing pastor, he basically said he didn't care. Okay, he basically said he didn't care. The quote, WWE Chairman Vince McMahon, and he right, even though Vince McMahon behind the times and shit, he said a quote that's true. Any publicity can be good publicity. Thaddeus is getting a bad rap, but it was good publicity on his end. He didn't hold no grudge. Now, what I'm saying about like with this Lorenzen murder and then all the other stuff that went on, what was that? What, last year or 2 years prior to that, Memphis was the #1 murder capital in the world. That made national news. That's sad, dog. Let me take that back. Chicago was in 2014 and 15. Memphis took that nod in 2016.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
But Memphis folks talking about they don't want their business all out in the news like that. Okay, stop fucking up.
Exactly.
Stop going out and doing stupid shit like the Sweetie Pie deal. Okay, I found out the truth about that, which was this. The owner of Sweetie Pies was expecting the city of Memphis to pay for everything. Now, I found this out through a good source. I'm thinking it was something different. The owner of Sweetie Pies was expecting the city of Memphis to pay for everything. Okay, first of all, the chick didn't even come talk to nobody. Whoever the owner of Sweetie Pie was, the woman she didn't even come to talk to nobody about what the plans were. You just don't come to somebody, you know. It's like Jimmy. If you come on my house and you demand that I make you, and you demand that I fix you some barbecue chicken. No, you gotta ask me. You know, you gotta come ask and see. That's what the Sweetie Pie's on failed to do. She didn't even bother asking people in the city of Memphis, whether it's city council or whoever it was. Hey, I plan on having a restaurant and I may need some help on a lot of things. What do I need to do?
Well, I don't know. I don't know because I don't know. That's a tough one. I'm gonna have to discuss that Sweetie Pie situation on another show because I have to get more in-depth details. Because she is a sweetheart woman, man. You know what I'm saying? The people that tell me
she's pretty cool.
Yeah, and I'm talking about people that I know for sure. You know, I've never met her, unfortunately, but you know, she's a sweetheart. But I have to get on that. Yeah, I have to get on that. I have to get more into details on that for sure. But I have to shout out to Thaddeus Matthews because I don't always agree with Thaddeus Matthews. I didn't cuss this nigga out. I didn't call this motherfucker all types of epithets. I'm gonna leave it at that. But one thing I will give. One thing I will say about Thaddeus Matthews. Thaddeus Matthews, when he's on, he's on. And I have to shout him out because he broke this case wide open. He made those motherfuckers. He made those motherfuckers in the MPD in Shelby County and even LAPD or Riverside PD come together and go and get this bitch arrested. Without him mentioning that, without him saying anything about Cheryl Wright ass, they wouldn't have did a damn thing. They would have just kept on dragging his pussyfooting. But that motherfucker, like, man, I believe that motherfucker did it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't always agree with that.
Hey, it made it so bad. And I was watching one of his lives, right? What made it so bad? Somebody from a white dude who was listening to his show said, I'm a detective. He said, damn. He said, I'm a detective, and you put up better facts than my own peers did. Yeah. He said it. And I was like, whoa.
Yeah, because Memphis PD dropped the ball on that. If you look hard enough, sometimes if you look hard enough, if the spouse didn't do it, she knows who did it. A lot of times, or she has an idea because usually a spouse is never wrong on who killed her husband, even if she didn't do it. A lot of times, you can always look for a spouse. You can't find nobody. You couldn't find nobody that killed this dude. Then they tried to make a rumor talking about, well, he was connected to the Kingpin Pettis. Man, Kingpin Pettis would not have made his block hot. This nigga was with the cartel. This nigga already had the FBI looking for him. So what the fuck he gonna kill Lorenzo Wright for? That makes no sense. You gonna make the entire Memphis streets hot, killing this dude, and you the Kingpin? Come on, dude. That made no sense. It made no sense. Because if anybody who knows about street knowledge, which I don't condone the streets, being in those streets, people get your education, get your trade on, stay square. That's all I gotta say. Stay square on that. But one of the main rules on the street is you don't do nothing to make the block hot. That's one of the main street rules. Anybody that's been around street dudes, that's the last thing you do. At best, Pettis would have had his ass whooped. He would have beat the shit out of Lorenzo Wright, but he wouldn't have killed him because that would have made all of South Memphis, North Memphis, everybody would have came looking for him, just like they did when they investigated. They looked all over fucking Memphis, Mississippi, couldn't find no answers. You know what I'm saying? But then they finally had a break in the case. The detective kept on looking.
And you know, here I am. Let me tell you, I lived over on South Parkway in McMillan, near Lauderdale, for so many years. I understand the streets, but I already knew. Word got in the street about somebody doing this and that. Yeah, you got your ass whooped. You know?
Yeah.
But come on. I mean, Thaddeus broke that case wide open. You got to give it to him on that, man. And then plus he was poking fun at him about the wheelchair shit. Which to me was so suspect. I'm like, this bitch here, really?
She got guilty written all over it, dog. She got guilty written all over it. Guilty written.
You can face extradition. You can try to stay in Cali all you want to. You will come to Memphis. Even the DA even said, regardless of what said, she coming back. He gonna make the DA gonna make sure she bring her ass on back here.
Man, like I said in that Facebook comment, come on down. You're the next contestant, the next criminal at the Memphis CJC. Come on down.
Yeah. Bam, bam, bam. Price is right.
Get your ass whooped up in Memphis. Get your ass whooped at the CJC. At the CJC, you don't get your ass whooped.
When get her ass whooping to oh boy. Come on, take that ass whooping, share a ride. Take it, girl. You better take it. And then when you get to JLE, share Big Bertha waiting on you, sweet.
Oh yeah. You gonna stick all types of objects up your cooch and shit on it. Yeah.
Big Bertha, hey, Big Bertha probably got some big ones. Gonna tell Cher, come on over here, feed mama. I'm your daddy, man. Come on, feed daddy. And put that big. I'll get too grabby, y'all.
Yeah. Like that chick on Keeping It Real Goes Wrong. What's hood, bitch? They Keeping It Real goes. She thought she could keep it real, but they kept it realer. Oh my goodness.
Shit.
When Keeping It Real goes wrong, that's what's gonna happen with Cher ass.
Oh yeah. And yeah, also, man, let me share this quick story right fast.
Go ahead, brother.
Move along. I wasn't gonna mention this, after this happened two days ago. But to quote the Nature Boy Ric Flair, I can't help it.
Go ahead.
Facebook, okay? My Facebook fuckery occurred Thursday. I asked a question in a group. Okay. Let's say it just had something to do with my high school. It was my graduating class's group. So, so I asked, I found out that the graduating class after us was having an end of year get together with a few little folks. I said, so when are we gonna have one? And the way I said it, I remember when I said it, and we're not having not a one, and I put the emoji like, and then I said something about a party. I said no, in an annual alumni party, somebody's alumni party doesn't count. Dude, I had got a whole lot of backlash and negative responses about the shit. So let me tell a brief little timeline of how the previous 4 graduating classes coordinated a well thought out reunion plan. Because the fuck was that? Yeah, because I'm going to talk about the Great Atlanta Screwjob of last year, and I don't give a shit. And I'm gonna say this: I don't give a shit if anybody from class of '96, where I graduate from, they listen, whether they like what I said or not. You don't like it, don't put it in the group. I got something on Facebook called an inbox. So you address your concerns to me. Don't be talking all outside y'all neck about this shit, because I'm pretty sure y'all were doing it the other day and y'all had crooks in your neck still. So I'm going to talk about it. So I'm going to share this story. Okay, the Southside following classes had planned reunion trips. The class of 94, class of 95, and class of 97. I skipped over us because I'm saving the best for last. Okay, class of 94, from what I found out, they went to New Orleans. They put New Orleans to sleep. By the way, big shout out to several of the Southside class 94 members I know. Brother Terrence Suggs and the former Miss Tanea Plunkett, who is now Miss Tanea Hall. Big shouts out to them. And I conversed with Tanea about how she enjoyed us, and she said, Craig, we put New Orleans to sleep. That was a good event. They put New Orleans to sleep, had a good time. They said folks staying up all day, all night, partying like they ain't had nowhere to go. So that's why I talk about fun. That's what I'm talking about. You having fun. Okay. Now, class of 95, who I have, you know, I'm still pretty tight with some of the class members from there, you know. And even if the ones that didn't know me in high school then have gotten to know me now. They had planned, whoever planned their event, you know, whoever planned that, I give more props to them. This was well thought out. They had a plan A, you know, which was a Gatlinburg event for married couples to attend and have fun for their this and that. Then if not, if they couldn't make the Gatlinburg event, they all got together at a restaurant.
Right.
See, that's what I call that. That's what you call plan A and B. Saying, and you can tell a woman, and you can tell that a woman put this together, because like they say, a woman gonna have all types of plans, a contingency plan on top of everything. Us dudes, we gonna have a plan and a backup and not shit afterwards. So that's a true statement.
That's true.
They had everything coordinated, well done. Class of 97 went to New Orleans, put their ass to sleep again.
Ah!
Mm-hmm.
I said, ah!
Yes. Class of 97 put New Orleans to sleep again. Which brings me to the great Atlanta screw job for the class of 96 reunion trip. Now, you know, I'm finna go, okay, now, you know, when it was brought to our attention about it, you know, everybody was game.
Right.
Okay. Everybody was all game for it. Just told about it. So when the event, it was going to be a whole week long event. If you couldn't do a whole week, hey, spending a weekend with them was fine, which is what I had planned to do. Okay. But there was a whole lot of fuckery going on my end here, and I don't want to get into detail about it. And you know, let's just say it was just a whole lot of messy fuckery.
Right.
So in house, I had made plans to go down there to Atlanta for the Atlanta thing. You know, spend the weekend with them, Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday, and just come on back that Sunday evening. You know, whatever. Come back here to Huntsville that Sunday evening.
Yeah.
Had it all planned out, Jim. The week, matter of fact, and everybody getting all their plans together. You know, you always got to have that one special motherfucker in the group. Got to ask a whole lot of questions. Be asking a whole lot of goddamn questions and stuff like that. Well, what we're gonna be, bro? It's just a simple question. Are you going yes or no? Damn, stop asking all these questions. And I think I did predict our doom on this one, because I was right. I said, bro, the more you keep asking questions, the more folks are not gonna go. Something's gonna happen. And I already knew something wasn't right. Because dude kept asking the same question over and over. I don't know if he was just being silly or just or what. I don't know. Huh?
Or being slow.
Thank you. Now on the week before, okay, the group gets a message saying that due to the lack of participation, something that happened to them, the person that was coordinating, so they weren't going to go to the whole trip. Let alone they canceled the whole Atlanta trip. And then everybody comes, several people soon followed, talking about, oh, I ain't going either if you ain't going. So when I saw that, I was like, okay, really? Just because one person not going, all y'all motherfuckers ain't going, and then the whole trip canceled? I said, okay, fuck it. And I was like that. And I was disappointed about that. And people want to say that, and folks want to say something about me being negative. I was being negative when I posted. Craig, you always post something negative. You always bring it up about the past and shit. Let the past be. I ain't bring, you know, first of all, on that post, Jimmy, I made, I wasn't being negative, and I was just asking a question. And then second, I had every right to bring it up, because it's a trust factor involved on and that's what people fail to realize. It's not like somebody said that, like somebody said that something about 20 years later, folks still bitching. And I guess that was a shot at, and I guess that was a shot at me. And let me say this on the record. If you want to take a cheap shot at me, think before you do so. If you do decide to. Make sure when you do decide to take a cheap shot, have one bullet in the round. Because when you waste that bullet on me, throwing a shot at me, I'm firing full salvos. I will go out in the public and fire full salvos on your ass. So that go for anybody. You want to take a cheap shot at me? Tread carefully. Tread carefully. So, and the fact was, I wasn't bitching or anything about it. And the fuckery about it is this. Out of fucking context on what I asked. But if somebody else had asked the same question, everything would have all been just positive, all hunky-dory, and everything else is said. Now, it was also said that the same person said that I'm always bringing up negative and all this other stuff because I'll never attend the events. Okay. Back in 2015, they had my graduating class had a get-together at Rafferty's in February of 2015. I attended that. The alumni picnic that Southside throws every year, I attended that.
Yeah.
That was in May of 2015. And then the Fridas, and then we got together at the Mexican restaurant Fridas. I think it was either in June or July of 2015, one of them. I attended that. But yeah, Jimmy, it said that I'll never participate in nothing. So when I did ask the question, okay, when all the stuff that I was playing last year, I couldn't attend nothing last year because of the bullshit that was going on here in Huntsville in-house. Was that my fault? Now, I didn't get the question asked because maybe they probably didn't want to feel like an entertainer, and they stupid ass man, they probably like, yeah, that was your fault. You stupid asses. It probably was. So I am going to say this on here. Since it was said that I don't never participate in shit, which is bullshit, January 6th happens to be my mother's birthday. I will be up there to not only help to celebrate her 6 decades plus 5 on being on this earth, but there's going to be a homeless drive that my graduating class is going to have to help the homeless thing. Oh, I will attend that. I ain't doing it just because somebody said, just because somebody's saying that I don't attend shit. I'm doing it because if time is kind to me, before I spend time with my mother on her birthday, I'll kick it with you guys. So I'm saying it live here on the Jimmy J Smooth Network, live right here on this live show, and I'm leaving it alone. And people can backlash me. And look, I don't want no negative backlash for what I say. Don't comment with this negative backlash. I will be there. And if folks got a problem with me by saying, and then when you tell people that you're gonna leave shit alone, they still want to talk about it, to bring it up. I had one idiot. He made a response, and I told him, I said, dude, again, I done left the shit alone. I'm done with it. I'm done talking about it. All I asked was a simple question. So then this motherfucker gonna say something about, basically, next time think before you ask a simple question.
A simple question, or that's crazy, dog. That's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. And these are folks, man. This is my class.
Okay, you all that cussing.
And these are folks, man. My bad. And these are folks, man. That's here I am. I'll be 40 on October 14, 2018. That's on a Sunday. These are folks, man, that's either 40, 41 years old, 42 years old, still acting like this. Okay. I hope they didn't get on the background. But, man, when the dude said that shit, I was just like, you know what? Fuck it. Because like I said on here, it's best you don't entertain. It's best I don't entertain a fool because you end up being made one your damn self. So I guess he was trying to make me look like a fool to see if I was gonna respond back, going back and forth with him. I wasn't. And like I said, and people say I'm hard-headed as hell. Yes, I am. But when I ask a person, and Jimmy, I know you're the same way. If I ask you to leave something alone, do like I asked you. Leave the fuck alone. Have some respect for me. But if you keep bringing it up, that let me know right there, you ain't got no respect, not just for me, but for your damn self.
Yeah, I agree.
So that's why I just said, man. So that's why I made the announcement right here. Yeah, I will be, since that's going to happen. But knowing them, they'll probably change. They'll probably throw a smoke and say, "Oh, we changed the plans on it," and then they'll probably have it on that day. But like I said, I ain't never had a problem with nobody of my class, none whatsoever, none. But it just seemed like, the older, people take shit out of context. What I say, or what I ask, anything. It's just like, damn. I mean, at least one person did understand where I was coming from. I mean, and this person said, "Well, Craig, yeah, I understood you had some questions." She said it wasn't a knock on you, wasn't nothing negative. She said it's just the fact that other people on here, want to spout out about who we all friends with and stuff like that. I was like, okay, and see, and it's bad that one person out of it understood what I said. So, I say live on here, I've never had a problem with people from the class of 96, none. But it just seemed like, man, like everybody will become, they get older and shit like that. If you ain't, it's more like when we was talking about it, about the work situation. If you ain't fucking somebody they know at work, they ain't gonna fuck with you. That's just how some of my folks is. That's just how some of my folks is class 9. My graduate class 21 years ago. If you ain't fucking nobody they knew, they ain't gonna fuck with you.
Oh yeah.
Or if you got a little business or whatever. So
yeah,
I mean, like oh yeah, I do got my fuckboy of the year award. Shout out to, because you already know who I'm gonna talk about. But I'm just saying, man, people is, some folks in my graduating class, we all have matured, but like I said, like the guy that made that little statement. That was, I'm not calling him one, but that, I ain't saying he is one, but that was some little fuckboy shit he did. That's why I said I'm old enough and wise enough to know. Look, I don't do no fuckboy shit. Respect me. If I tell you leave something alone, if I left it alone, you just fucking say, "Okay, Craig, you left it alone." Don't get on comment so you can get a good job or a good like from somebody, or what's the, when you hold on the like button on the stats, either a thumbs up or a laugh. You get a giggle off that shit like it's funny. And the ones that do all that giggling and all the other shit, giggling on the stats, what's being said, you ain't doing nothing you ain't doing nothing making yourself look like a fool.
Yeah.
Don't make yourself look good in my expense, because I'm gonna charge your ass if you want to do that.
Exactly.
So and it goes with me saying, like somebody like about my Twitter thing. If you want me to shut up, write me out a check for $38,000 and I'll shut the hell up all year long next year.
Oh my goodness, dog.
And that goes to them too. But the F Boy Award, man, goes to your boy, Jimmy, Tristan Thompson.
My boy, that ain't my nigga. That ain't my boy. Fuck that motherfucker. Fuck Tristan Thompson. Only thing I give a fuck about him doing is playing basketball, and he ain't too good doing that. Since he got that $60 million contract,
80
and 80. Fuck it. Whatever. Fuck. That motherfucker. I hope Khloe Kardashian drained his ass out. I don't feel sorry for that coon ass motherfucker.
Me neither, man. But reason why I'm putting him as the F Boy of the Decade Award, when he got on there and said, my greatest dream has come true. About him getting Khloe Kardashian pregnant. And if you saw my Twitter post on there that I made, I said, okay, I thought his greatest dream come true was winning his first NBA title and his baby mama having it, and his ex-fiance was having his firstborn son, not getting some reality star hand-me-down knocked up.
Yeah. Who been with a crackhead, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Made that man turn a crackhead.
Well, I should say dated alleged crackhead. Let me get it right for LeVar Ball, for LeVar Odom come sue me. alleged crackhead, but that's good. I said LeVar Ball. LeVar Odom for an alleged crackhead. We know he's a drug addict, but we don't know about if it's crack. So let me clean it up.
He's a drug addict.
Yeah, he's a drug addict. So. He's an alleged drug. He's a drug addict. What kind of stupid ass shit is that, Tristan? He needs his ass whooped. Yeah, he needs.
You talking about? And then the quote when he got that money, talking about, "Oh, I paid the way for guys like me to get the amount of money." No, you didn't. It was power forwards like. Hold up. It was power forwards. Like Tim Duncan, other power forwards. It's power forwards like Tim Duncan and everybody else that paved the way for you, that paved the way for guys not like you, but in similar fashion to them, to be paid the money that they rightfully deserve. And, and big shout out to Ticket TV, by the way, man. Like he said, Tristan Thompson stealing money. $80 million for 5 years. Okay, dude stealing $16 million a year to ride the bench and barely produce. If I'm gonna pay you $80 million, you better be giving me 16 and 10 a night.
Damn right. Damn right. Damn right.
Man, and you ever noticed, man, when all these teams, when they sign these players to these big time contracts, they don't play like shit after they sign them?
Some do, some don't. I'll say that. I wouldn't say. I say a lot of them. We could say a lot of them because a lot of these motherfuckers, they highly overrated as well. So you do have a point there.
Yeah,
you do.
I mean,
and let me give a shout out to.
And you know, it's like I said, somebody like with Randall Cobb. I mean, the man, he had some. He had signed a 4-year extension back with Green Bay, I think by last season or 2 seasons ago, and the man ain't been producing shit. Same with Jordy Nelson, but Jordy been hurt. But now with Aaron Rodgers on injury reserve, now we got to rely. Well, we just might well just go and throw the season away.
Right. Most definitely.
Brett Hundley, let me tell you something, dude. I follow you on Instagram and all the other stuff, but don't be posting up on Instagram about little pancake day and all this shit in Green Bay. Worry about your 2 games that's coming up so you can get my boys in the playoffs, okay? Damn. And work on your mechanics and your accuracy and your awareness. But I forgot, you're a Jim Moore product anyway, so it's a lost cause.
Most definitely.
Jimmy, in his first start, he led Green Bay to their first shutout loss. Are you kidding me?
Well, the first one in Green Bay. The Packers been shut out before, but not. No, they've been shut out before. They've been shut. First one in Green Bay, I should say. But they've been shut out.
Green Bay. He led us to the first shutout loss in Green Bay.
Yeah.
But you want to get on Instagram and post pictures of pancake day, and all that other shit. Get your ass on.
Yeah, most definitely. And let me give a shout out to let me give a shout out to East High School up in Memphis, Tennessee. They're the number one ranked team in the country in high school basketball, and they just beat Simeon High School, Chicago Simeon last night. You know, a very tough game.
What?
Yes, that you can go to.
Wait a minute.
They beat Simeon last night. Yep.
Chicago Simeon.
Yes.
The stomping grounds to fight. Well, I don't know if it is now, but the Proud, the feud of Proud, the Semi High. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they beat Simeon last night. Yeah, that shocked me. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, wow. And normally they come down to Memphis and beat every team in Memphis. They beat their asses. I mean, they don't, because I remember when Southwind was nationally ranked, they came down and destroyed Southwind. They beat Ridgeway a few years back and stuff like that. So they always come to the Penny Hardaway Classic and go ahead. Go ahead.
I remember I was in basic. And by the way, big shout out to my four SEAL brothers, Anthony McCall, Latavius Rogers, and Tri Toes, the Florida connection. I remember one guy, who the guy said, Anthony McCall. I remember he said when we were on Christmas leave, he was watching basketball because he lives in part of he was from the small town of Denton, and he was watching. He said it was around at that time. He used to travel down in Florida. He said, "Hey, Craig," he said, "Man," he said, "I knew Memphis had some badass schools from basketball." He said, "But damn," he said, "that Memphis East High, woo." He said, "The boy's good." I said, "Oh yeah, they good every year. They can have a bad season and still make." I told them they could have a bad season and still be able to win the state.
Yeah,
and this is about like some years ago.
Yeah, because
man, it's bad, man. It's woo.
Because East played the toughest district in fucking Tennessee. I mean, usually if you come out of East High School District, I think, which is off the top of my head, I think it's 16 AAA district. You got East, Melrose, you got White Station, Hamilton. You got the heavy hitters. You got most of your state championships in Memphis come from those teams. So you got heavy hitters. You play Ridgeway every year. So I mean, that's not no joke, man. I mean, they play in the toughest region, the toughest district in basketball in the state of Tennessee basketball. So of course, if you come out of that district, you're most likely going to win the state, man, or even in that region, I should say, because we can't sleep on the teams up in Shelby County like Cordova or Germantown. I mean, those guys. I mean, you're in a tough region out there, man. So it is what it is. But again, shout out to Memphis East. I think they're playing in a championship game. I think it's a big classic out in Orlando. We know for sure that they defeated Simeon, but it was a very tough and very close game, man. But Simeon killed teams in Memphis. Yeah, they kill teams in Memphis.
Yeah,
I mean,
but I guess Simeon got theirs, so
I'm not.
As I was about to say, I guess it was a long time coming. I guess Memphis school was like, man, we tired of Simeon whooping. Right, let's get them. Let's go and get them.
Oh, most definitely, dog.
A few of the bowl prediction, man. The Birmingham Bowl can restart up in about 15 minutes, or if it hasn't already. I think South Florida, Uncle Charlie and the gang will win this. I still think he needs to get rid of that garbage ass quarterback with that garbage offense. Garbage ass quarterback. Now Quentin Jackson's not.
But Quentin's gonna graduate though. Quentin's gonna graduate.
I ain't gonna comment about it. Hold on. I had to retract my statement. Quentin isn't garbage. It's just that offensive coordinator and the offense that he's running is garbage.
I agree. Now that is, I 100% agree. The offense this nigga running.
Sterling Gilbert, if you listening. So Sterling Gilbert, if you listening, your offense garbage.
Plain garbage. Yes, Texas Tech up 3-0 already.
Okay. All right. The fuck? But this man had left the call. I don't know why. Dude, what happened? What the hell happened?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm like, what the? I think we're having a little technical difficulty. Sorry about that, everybody.
Yep.
Sorry about that. Are you still there, Craig?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, just making sure though. But yeah, I was looking at ESPN and all of a sudden this motherfucker. But no, ESPN.com. But South Florida is trailing by 3. I'm looking forward to South Florida kicking Texas Tech's ass though. I think they want to. I think the American Conference need to make a statement, and this is a great way to make a statement. And I think Central Florida should win. Who Central Florida play again? I mean, went through all those damn balls. Auburn. Okay, I'm rooting for Central Florida to beat Auburn. I mean, that's not going to be an easy win. That's not going to be an easy win now.
Yeah. I'm rooting for him because give Scott Frost the proper send off. But Josh Hooper got a lot of shoes to fill. He got to step it up.
Josh Heupel?
Yeah.
Heupel will do good because when you have a coach that was a Heisman Trophy, I think he was number 2 in the Heisman, but he was a good college player. So I think with his experience as a player and his coaching experience, I think they gon' fuck with Heupel and get them rolling, rocking and rolling, man. But those Florida schools, shout out to all those Florida schools, man. They doing the motherfucking thing, man. Right, Florida Atlantic, Florida.
I got one better. Shout out to Lane fucking Kiffin.
As I called him, Lane.
Hold on, Nick Saban, you was wrong to hold that man back, and all us Alabama fans knew it. Nick Saban was wrong holding Lane Kiffin back. Ain't no way in the world with all that talent that Nick Saban had in them teams, man. They couldn't have been scoring no points like that.
Yep.
Also, man, ooh.
Yep. Yeah, but Nick.
But speaking of that, I'm finna make a bold prediction. I like St. Nick, but I got a feeling, dog. Clemson may hand it to us.
I don't know.
That depends on Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Booty Hurts.
Damn,
hurt. Man, I don't know, man. I don't know. I think Alabama's gonna do the unthinkable, man. I think Alabama's gonna do the unthinkable, man. I gotta say that, man. I think they're gonna do the unthinkable, man.
But it all depends on Nick Saban's game plan, though, man.
Yep.
It all depends on how Brian DeBoer playing this out. It all depends. Now, Jeremy Pruitt, he did say he was staying until depending on how far Bama make it, though. But I'm still, I've become very skeptical of Hurts after that BS F boy stuff he pulled against Auburn. He knew, really. Him and TJ Yell. Everybody. When they were saying with Craig, everybody was injured. I don't care. It fall on offense. Jalen Hurts is the pilot of that ship.
I got some breaking
on the right course. You don't need to be the captain.
Yeah, I got some breaking news right now. Terrence Marshall Jr. is going to LSU.
Whoa. Who was he?
Terrence Marshall Jr. I think that's the linebacker Terrence Marshall, or it's the hold on, let me do some research on this kid. It's Terrence Marshall Jr. actually. Hold on, let me do some research on this kid. Terrence. But he's the number 10 recruit on Rivals.com. Terrence Marshall. Who is he? I think he's related to either the wide receiver or the linebacker. Because there was a Terrence Marshall that played for what's that? Oklahoma, who's the linebacker. So
okay.
I'm trying to figure out who is his dad. Let me go to the wide receiver. That's odd. Terrace Marshall. Good guy. I can't really get a good thing on who he's related to because Wikipedia is not pulling it up. Who's this guy related to? I'm assuming he's related to the linebacker. But if he is related to the wide receiver, I need somebody to holler me on that. Yeah, this is odd. I can't get a good thing on it. Yeah, but nevertheless, he's the number 10 recruit out of Bossier City, Louisiana. LSU got a number 10 guy on Rivals.com. But definitely congratulations to him in LSU. Rivals.com recruiting class. I just looked it up. In football, hold on. Give me a second. I just saw it. Dang, it's crazy. I want to see I like to keep up with this because it gives you an idea of who's gonna be good and who's not.
Yeah.
You know, it's not always the indicator, but it's a good indicator. And I think our boy from Tennessee, man, he needs to jump on that ASAP. What's the dude's name? What's this guy's name? The new head coach at Tennessee, who's Alabama's defensive coordinator. Well, what's the guy who just Tennessee just hired? Jeremy Pruitt. He needs to get on the recruiting game very fast. I know Nick Saban had taught him some secrets and stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, one thing I can give it to Kirby though, when he got the Georgia job, he really started on the trail right then and there. He started recruiting in, then when he won the title, and then he finished up.
Well, the thing with Georgia, being the head coach of Georgia, that's just like being the head coach in Florida to some degree because you don't have to do a lot of outside recruiting to really be successful. You can just stay in Georgia, get a few guys from the North Florida, and to be honest with you, Georgia recruits itself. That's the thing. Georgia is going to recruit itself, just like Florida State. You know, Florida State recruited itself, which is why I didn't get why my boy Jimbo Fisher. Now again, Jimbo could fuck around and do the unthinkable and win a national title at A&M, and that'd be totally great. But I feel like if you're gonna leave for sure,
you can't win the national title in that offense with that offense, he wrong.
You never know, bro. I'm gonna just be honest with you. No, Tennessee is number 28 right now. Wow. Vanderbilt rounds out the top 30, right behind USC currently. Wow. Florida's number 20.
Hey, check this out.
Go ahead.
One co-workers, he's a driver, white guy. He even felt there was some shady fuckery going on with that why T Martin wasn't hired.
Yeah. Philip Fulmer is a good old boy though. He's a part of that good old boy system, man. So yeah. you know, I like Fulmer as a head coach, but he had some good black quarterbacks and didn't play them, man, like he should have, man. You know, after T Martin, he was like, man, fuck that shit, man. You know, I mean, not go ahead.
I watched this. Speaking of black quarterbacks in Tennessee, I watched this special on SEC that was directed. It was directed by a white guy, and said he was a fan of him since he was little. Condris Holloway.
Oh yes,
first black quarterback.
He was the last guy for a long time to beat Florida in Florida. Because prior to that, I think they only beat Florida twice, and he was the third quarterback to do it. And then And a lot of that is due because Tennessee didn't play Florida that often before 1970. They didn't
Yeah.
play Florida that often.
And,
They were
and the dude that directed that special, he showed Conjures a picture that that I think somebody took. Conjures signed his football form and he shook his hand and they were talking. He said, "Man," he said, I always made sure I kept this picture." He was like, "Wow." I said, I said, here he was, and here this dude was a fan of him ever since he was little, ever since he was like 7, 8 years old. And said, and the director did, it said his dad was a fan of Conjures.
Oh yeah,
And he
Conjures
said
was.
that,
Go ahead.
yeah, he said he can run. And because the way he started off, he said, "What if I told you that there was a Michael Vick before Michael Vick back in the day up in Neyland Stadium?" I was like,
Oh yeah.
"Oh, okay." So, and said when the last was Conjures, he got inducted into the Hall of Fame, Tennessee Hall of Fame that year, and say he just kind of like just been chilling, just but he does work in the school at the school and part of the he was part of the athletics thing, but now he's dealing with the education with the athletic education and academics. Because he said, "Well, my job is now, I make sure everybody, whether it's the basketball, football, track, whoever, they make sure they go to their classes." He said, I'm always on. He said, "I'm definitely always on the football team about going to class."
Yeah, when he played for Tennessee,
Mm-hmm.
when he played for Tennessee, he played against Arkansas at the Liberty Bowl against Joe Ferguson at Arkansas. Joe Ferguson, he had some pretty good years in the NFL. He actually led the NFL in 1975 with in passing touchdowns. So that Arkansas team was a pretty good Arkansas team. They beat Texas. They beat Texas that year, a pretty good Texas team. So that 1971 Tennessee UT Vols team, they were damn good. They were damn good, man. And Condress Holloway was a key member of that team. I think our boy, I think his name Tommy West. Well, yeah, Tommy West was playing for them at that time.
Where
They
Tennessee?
had Tennessee at the time. I think Tommy West was playing because he was a tight end.
They interviewed him in that bit with Conjures Holloway, man. He said that he enjoyed it. He said, "Shoot." He said when the defense get on the field, he would tell the defense, said, "Look, let's make sure they don't get to midfield." He said, "Because I want to sit back and enjoy the Conjure show." He said that, and he said they did just that. Like,
they beat a pretty good Penn State team that year. They was pretty good, and they had Bobby Majors. He led the nation in interceptions. That year, Bobby Majors. So he was damn good, man. That was a damn good Tennessee team, man.
Yeah, and while we on the subject of football, man, I listened to a clip because I follow sport news on Google Plus, by the way, which really is the best Facebook alternative ever, especially if you join like the groups like Black People Chat Only and the Black Google Plus group.
Yeah.
Tiki made a comment about Wyoming's Josh Allen. And I agree what he said. He said about that. He said, people talking about Josh Allen. He said, "I've seen a couple of games. Josh Allen." He says a lot of things that Josh Allen need to work on. He said, footwork basically a big part. He's what people don't know. Coaches judge you on your fundamentals, especially scouts. And he said, really, your feet. He said, and really your main fundamental nobody talks about is your footwork. He said he got talked about when he was at a combine. He said the scout said you need to work on your footwork. And he went step by step meticulously. Tiki said it was a scout that particularly told him how he need to come off of his foot. But Tiki said there was a reason why foot like that. He said because if you play, he said, if you plant your foot down a certain way, 9 times out of 10, you either gonna blow out a calf muscle or blow your Achilles out, or you're gonna pop a ligament off your leg, tear a ligament in your ankle. Tiki had a running style, man. It was just
Oh yeah.
simple. I mean, and Tiki never got, and that was the thing. Tiki never got hurt. But what he said about Josh Allen, man, I agree. He said that you cannot say that this dude is a top 5 draft pick because of performance in one quarter of football.
Yeah.
I mean, the most solid point ever. I mean, you can't. You can't. I'm sorry. It's like, okay, Jimmy. Like, okay, you a quarterback. In the first quarter against the Central, in the first, to say if like in the first quarter against Auburn, you throw for 230-something yards against Auburn. I'm not gonna say you top 5.
No.
One quarter does a draft pick not make. Okay. So and he was right. And I watched the dude myself, man. Yeah, he had that good first quarter, but then Central Michigan's defense got on to him. So that's what happened. And then, by the way, Central Michigan in that game had 8 turnovers. 5 of them were from interceptions.
That's crazy. That's crazy, dude.
So,
and speaking of Tennessee, they beat that 1971 Tennessee team. They defeated Penn State, who had John Cappelletti, who was the Heisman Trophy in 1973. Franco Harris, John Huffnagel, who was a pretty good quarterback in the CFL, and Lindell Mitchell, who was a pretty good running back for the San Diego Chargers in that Eric Coryell offense. He had an unfortunate career, Lindell Mitchell. He was a damn good running back. I think out of the 3 guys, he was a better running back in terms of speed and shiftiness, but his career ended early because he was hurt a lot, and that's the unfortunate thing about the running back position. But Penn State was a loaded team, and they came down to Tennessee that year and got their ass handed to them 31-11 back in the day, man. So Condress Holloway was a damn good quarterback. If he brought up Condress Holloway, he was on top of that shit, man. But that Penn State team was in position to play for the national title and ended up getting they dreams shattered, man. that year.
Yeah. Man. So I mean that's you look at all these it seems like I ain't been keeping up with the NFL lately because it's getting to see, it's gonna be some games on tonight.
Right.
So really, man, I've been paying attention to the NFC South because you got 4 teams that's trying to get into the playoffs, and they all got winning records, except Tampa.
Yeah.
No, you got 3 because you got New Orleans and Carolina. They both 10-4, and then Atlanta at 9-5.
Yeah.
See, this NFC is going to be pretty interesting to see. Right now, the Eagles are sitting at 12-2. They already clinched the first round bye. And I'm trying to remember when was the last time the Eagles finished 14-2. Then you got the Rams who are not too far behind. Huh?
I don't think they ever did have. I personally don't think they ever had.
14-3 all the time.
Yeah. I don't think they have, but I could be wrong. Wrong, brother.
Yeah, I don't think they have. And then you got the Rams who clinched, they ain't already clinched the NFC West at 10-4. They can finish 12-4.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna make something bold and hit on a buy or sell here. What high seed team, what high seed in the NFC are more likely to get beat first in the playoffs? I think the Eagles.
Yeah. Wow.
I think the Eagles. I mean, that Rams defense is no joke. Did you see what they did to Seattle?
Yeah. That's sad. Seattle really need to.
Seattle only had 7 points. Rams had 45.
Yeah, man, they need to. They need to. I don't know what to say about the fucking about the I don't know what to say about the damn Seahawks, man, anymore. They need to get. They need to draft them a running back and
Yeah,
stay
but
healthy. Fuck, stay fucking healthy,
they
man.
really need to change the offense. Oh shit.
I don't think the offense is the issue. The issue is they don't have a fucking running game. So even if they go to a fucking West Coast offense or Coryell offense or any kind of offense, they gonna still need a running game. You still gonna get this man killed.
But
That's the
see,
thing. You still
what Pete Carroll want to run, he want to run the offense what he had like in USC when he had Norm Chow, Lane Kiffin as the offensive coordinator. Okay, here's the difference. Reggie Bush had offensive line with all them offenses. You ain't got that at Seattle.
they have an offensive line. They got their they don't. They traded away their key offensive lineman. So, but the thing is, they have no running game. That's what's getting Russell Wilson killed. Russell Wilson is getting killed because of a lack of running game. And if they're gonna run the quote unquote read option, they need a running back to sell that read option. In order for that read option to work, you have to have a good running game and you have to have a good passing game to sell that shit. Otherwise, you can't have one without the other in that system. Otherwise, you're gonna get your quarterback killed, your running back gobbled up. You know, your wide receivers is gonna get whooped. The ass gonna get whooped at the line of scrimmage. That read option does not work with one without the other. It just ain't gonna work.
Thank you. That's what the Rams took advantage of too.
Yeah, it doesn't work with one without the other. That's the reason why Colin Kaepernick sucked ass because he did not have no after whatchamacallit left because the reason why I'll say I ain't gonna say Colin Kaepernick sucked ass. I'm gonna say the team sucked ass because they did not have a legit threat in that running game. They did not have a legit threat in the passing game. So it got Colin Kaepernick killed, unfortunately.
Yep.
You know, unfortunate situation, man.
Yeah. But man, shit. That's about it. What we're gonna talk about. But other than that, man, I'm just say here. Like I said, let's draw on something. We'll debut. Because I'm gonna figure out. I need you to school me in on how to do this here with this Google Hangout. My let's draw on something that's gonna premiere Friday on the 12th. We're gonna be talking about these bowl games, all these New Year's bowl games and stuff where we gather from it, and stuff we see and don't see, and then probably I think ain't the championship game that week too.
Yeah, most definitely. All the championships will be played that week, so it is what it is.
Yeah, so I mean we're gonna have some, we're gonna be talking about that, debut of Let's Draw on something, and also to all our listeners, man, like to wish y'all safe Merry Christmas. Safe travels for the holiday. I want to see your loved ones and stuff. Unfortunately, I couldn't go see mine. Couldn't go see my mom for Christmas, but she had a plan B. She's gonna go. She's gonna go see my aunt and my cousins and stuff. Gonna spend time with them on Christmas. Don't want to be by herself, but I will be up. Like I said, I made that announcement when I was clearing the air on something about my graduating class. I will be up there to spend time with her on her birthday on January the 6th.
Most definitely.
That, and then also I will be attending the class of '96. Helping the homeless out. So wherever that location is going to be at, I'll find out from Miss Tanisha Moore. Big shout out to her. And more like she'll let everybody know in the group if plans don't change. But I'll share that information. So if anybody in Memphis area that's part of the class of '96 at Southside, who wish to participate, you there in spirit. but I know I am because I'm not. I ain't like I said. I'm not participating because somebody said I don't participate. I'm participating because I said if I have time, you know, while I'm spending time with my mom. And like I said, you know, that's about it, man. You know, like I said, a big shout out to my family and your family and stuff like that. You know, Merry Christmas to everybody. Big shout out to Corey Wolf. He probably just lazing it up right now. He need to join
I ain't mad at you, Corey. I ain't mad at you, Corey. I think he's still pissed off at Manville. I think he pissed off at Manville lost, man. But you know, I want. Yeah, but I wanted them to win too, but they blew the fucking lead. 10-point lead with 3 minutes to go in the fucking game, man. I'm like, what the fuck?
Ice the clock, run the ball. That's all you gotta do.
Exactly. 10 minutes to go, and you got a 10-point lead with 3 minutes to go. Come on now. Fuck out of here.
Ice the clock.
Say what now?
He should ice the clock.
Oh yeah, man. I don't know what the hell Manville. I don't know what the hell Manville was doing. But nevertheless, you know, again, shout out to my boy Corey Wolf, man, and all you guys out there, man. And like I say, man, Merry Christmas to everybody, man. You know, shout out to your family, man. Merry Christmas to your family as well. And man, we're gonna end this live stream, man. We may do another one tomorrow, but if not, you know what I'm saying. Again, Merry Christmas to all, and y'all enjoy y'all holidays. All right, peace out.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all for listening.
All right.
All right.